Good morning, everybody. How y'all doing? Welcome to another edition of Carpool Coaching. I have some important training for you today, so I hope that you are going to take some notes or take this in, because this is an important message, especially for this time, especially for people who have big dreams. Now, last night I did an awesome session with young people from all over the world. It was our Young Entrepreneurs Night 3, which was really good. This morning, though, I want to talk to you guys about something that at first you're not going to like to hear, but then you're going to really like the logic of what I've got to tell you. So, the first thing I want to say to you is that you can't have it all. So, I know at first this sounds really hard to process, because we love to, in the West, to believe we can have it all. And entrepreneurs are usually prolific in their imagination and prolific with their idea generation and prolific in what they want to have, which is great, right? That's a wonderful thing. I am prolific in those respects as well. In times like now, when I say we, I mean people like me who are going onto social media or, creating a podcast, content creators are saying there's unprecedented opportunity. There's money being made left and right. Airline stocks are doubling, bank stocks are going up, and right? Amazon's booming, e-commerce is booming, right? All of that's true, but guess what? There's only one of you, right? You can't molly yourself, clone yourself like the Molly the sheep. There's only one of you, and you only have so much bandwidth. And so this is where you need strategy, and this is where you need basics. This is where, if you haven't set goals as a basic premise of your life, you have no foundation, and your little tower that you're trying to build is blowing in the wind because you have all this stuff coming at you. Some of it's from me, some of it might be from Grant Cardone or Tony Robbins, whoever it is that you follow, saying, look here, look there, look here, look there. Right? Now, you can't get anything done if the magnifying glass in your life is moving around. You're never going to start a fire. The only way you'll start a fire is if you hold a magnifying glass still in one spot for long enough to concentrate the energy to create ignition. Now, the only time that you can move the magnifying glass around a bit is when you've got a shitload of cash, right? When you have become financially free, when your attention is no longer required to move the needle to a point where you are financially free. I'm guessing most of you, your dream is to get to a point where you no longer have to go to work. You probably will, because it's great for mental health and good for having a whole life to be contributing and to be doing something to keep the mind active and interested. But you'd love to not have to. And when you stop doing things because you have to, it's amazing how your degree of enjoyment of those things goes up, right? So if you're at that point where you're fucking around with bills still, and you're worried about money, and you still don't own your home, or maybe you own your home but you certainly couldn't stop working because you've got mouths to feed, your investment income does not surpass your spending, or at least the spending you'd like to have, you, my friend, are still in the rat race. So while you are still in the rat race, and while you are pre-freedom, focus is the game, right? Is the game. So right now you could be having fights with strangers on Facebook about vaccination, Black Lives Matter, the conspiracy behind COVID, or you could shut the fuck up and go and build your business, right? Go and get some power into your life so that you can actually affect change in areas that matter to you, right? Now, this isn't to say anything about it. It's not to, my point is not to pull down any of those issues and say they're not important. My point is that, can you afford the level of distraction that you are allowing into your life, right? Now, granted, you have to be a lot more vigilant. You have to be a freaking ninja now to keep that shit out. But if you are pre-financial freedom, my friend, you need to focus like fuck to get shit done. So, when back to my opening comments, you can't have it all. You have to first have your goals. You have to know what exactly you want. And then, because I get this question all the time, I got so many opportunities, I don't know which one to start with. Then what you do is you open up the blueprint for your life. And if you don't have a blueprint, well, you're fucked, right? Most people spend more time fucking around about how they're going to go on holiday and planning what they're going to do and planning where they're going to go next, but they don't spend any time planning where their life is going to go. What exactly do they need to live? What is their dream life? How much does that cost, right? When do you want to have those things? Put deadlines on your goals and your dreams. A dream with a deadline is a goal, right? Most people haven't sat down and made time to dream, right? You've got to dream, then you've got to put deadlines on the dreams so they become goals. You've got to look at the goals every day. And then when opportunities come your way, you have a blueprint. You go, hang on, does this part fit into my plan? And if it does not, fuck it off, right? Sitting there reading about bank stocks and sitting there learning about airline stocks and sitting there learning about residential real estate and commercial real estate and what the Reserve Bank's doing and the level of debt. None of that shit is going to move the needle enough, right? You can look at that as secondary only after you have put more focus, more energy into the thing that is going to move the needle. And you want to know the hottest tip, the hottest stock of all time that you have been missing? I'm going to give it to you. The hottest stock that you do not want to miss, the one that will change your life, is this: you. If you bet on you, you don't have to worry about market conditions. If you invest in you, you don't have to worry what's going on out there, right? So what I want you guys to remember is when you're getting caught up in, oh my God, everyone's piling into the stock market, right? ASIC is put out a warning. That's it for those not in Australia. That's the government body that monitors fair trading and financial markets in Australia, are warning people. Don't go into the market in a big way right now unless you've got experience. This is the government warning people not to do it, right? Because people want the quick fix. I want to get my 10 grand and put it in the market, and I'm going to do a course and I'm going to leverage it up to 20 grand and I'm going to double it in the next 12 months. Whoop-de-fucking-do. You made 20 grand out of your 10 grand, 12 months once, through a market event that will happen once in your lifetime, right? Maybe you'll see some stock market, well, you will see other stock market crashes. You won't see opportunities like this. But the question is, will those opportunities, with the resources you currently have, even if you nail it, make a permanent and needle moving change in your life once it's over? And it will probably shake itself out in the next 12 months. Then what? You're going to wait for the next coronavirus climate conditions to reinvest all your experience? No. Right? So, yes, I've been doing some reading on the stock market and I'm learning. I put a little bit of money in there, but not for a second do I put it on the plate of consideration for my attention before my core business. There is nothing I could do right now with my attention that will come anywhere near close, within fucking miles of the return, that me focusing on my business and my entrepreneurial skills being in the market right now. Nothing will come close. I don't give a shit if I triple my money in the market right now. It will not come close to the returns of a powerful entrepreneur with the right idea at the right time, with the right people around them to make it happen. So, while you're sitting there letting your energy get pissed away like a fire hose with a fork through it, start to think about, what do I want to focus on? If you don't know, you don't know because you haven't set clear goals. It's not just the things you want, it's how you want to get there. What kinds of things will and won't you do in your business life to get there? If you haven't defined the qualitative as well as the quantitative, you don't have real goals. So go get a book, go get Jim Rohn on goal setting or Zig Ziglar on goal setting. Their stuff's available on iTunes and YouTube. You can watch this shit for free. Become a master of goal setting. All right, that's where you start. And then that way the prevailing winds will blow, but you are able to set the sails toward the things that you want. All right, hopefully that's a good reminder for you guys. Have a good day. Bye for now. If you enjoyed that video, make sure that you hit the subscribe button so that you get notified when we have new videos. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.